National park is a park used for the conservation purposes created and protected by the national government. Often, it is a reserve of natural, semi-natural or developed land that a sovereign state declares or owns. Although individual nations design their own national park differently, there is a common idea for the conservation of wildlife nature for the protection and as a symbol of national pride. In this video, we discuss about the Great Himalayan National Park located in Himachal Pradesh. It was declared as the World Heritage Site on 23rd June 2014. This park is home for 37 of the 44 medicinal plants threatened in Himachal Pradesh. Great Himalayan National Park is located in the upper ranges of Himalaya. It is a kaleidoscope of alpine flora and fauna. A major part of the national park is permanently under glaciers and ice. It is one of the last undisturbed western Himalayan ecosystems, giving shelters to a diverse variety of wildlife and forest. The bewitching beauty of the park is complement to its biological richness. The park is home to a rare western tragopian and 200 species of birds and over 30 species of mammals. Also known as Jawaharlal Nehru National Park, the region was notified as National Park in the year 1984 to save the endangered wildlife species of this Himalayan ecosystem. Attractions: three important pilgrimages exist in the vicinity of the park. Rakisar is the place where river Science originates. Handskud is the origin point of the river Tirthan, and Srikand Mahadev, a lake on the southern border of the park. Places nearby: Kulu is a beautiful valley in Himachal Pradesh, famous for its annual Dasara festival, handicrafts, and ancient temples. It is also nearest important town to the park at a distance of around 60 km. Flora and fauna: the park vegetation is a diverse mix of band of forest, moist deodar forest, western mixed coniferous forest, moist temperate deciduous forest, Himalayan alpine pastures, and rhododendron scrub forest. The area below 2000 meters is dominated by blue pine and higher up by a broad broadleaf forest on sloping areas. Fauna: the park has good wildlife population, especially of avifauna. The park has largest remaining population of Himalayan tahr in Himachal Pradesh. Major wildlife species found in the park are snow leopard, musk deer, blue sheep, ibex, wolf, leopard, Himalayan black bear, goral, mountain and zero. Other vegetations are oak, blue pine, cedar, deodar, bamboo Arundarias partifloria, iris, Vitellaria, Gagia, primula and Taxus baccata.
The Great Himalayan National Park is 754 km square in area with the adjacent Turtle and Science Wildlife Sanctuaries contributing an additional 61 km square and 90 km square of land respectively. The park's northern, eastern, and southern boundaries are protected by steep ridges and permanent snow. An area of 257 km square, beginning on the park's western periphery, has been designated an ecozone and is populated by GHNP's original inhabitants. Great Himalayan National Park's altitude is 1700 meter above sea level and its highest peak reaches almost 5800 meter. Biogeographically, Great Himalayan National Park is at the junction of the world's two major faunal realms, the Oriental to the south and Palearctic to the north. The park's temperature, forest, flora and fauna represent the westernmost limit of the Sino-Japanese region, whilst its highest altitude ecosystem has affinities with the adjacent Western and Central Asiatic region. These biogeographic elements are directly linked to the evolution of the Himalaya. During the continental drift, when the Gondwaland mass welded with Asia and the Tethys Sea was obliterated from the east, the Jurassic fold mountains of the tertiary Himalaya alpine system of Eurasia were formed. Thus, temperature and alpine ecosystem exist within the geographically compact terrain of the park. The boundary of Great Himalayan National Park are also continuous with the Pin Valley National Park in the Trans-Himalayan Range, the Rupi Bhabha Wildlife Sanctuary in the Satluj watershed, and the Kanava Wildlife Sanctuary in the Parvati Valley. The park and its ecozone lie within the overlapping boundaries of several major ecological areas and faunal regions, including the dry deserts of interior Asia, the well-watered lowlands of the Indian plains, the Indo-Malayan and Palearctic realms, the high plateau of Tibet, the Himalayan peaks, the catchments of the Bias and Satluj River. Although they cover a relatively small area, the park and ecozone have a complex geography with large variations in altitude. This allows them to sustain a huge range of plant and animal species characteristic of Southeast Asian forests as well as the Siberian and Asian steppes and ranging from the subtropical to the alpine. Few ecological sanctuaries of similar size encompass such diversity. This national park in the western part of the Himalayan mountains in the northern Indian state of Himachal Pradesh is characterized by high alpine peaks, alpine meadows and riverine forests. The 19,540 property includes the upper mountain, glacial and snow meltwater sources of several rivers and the catchments of water supplies that are vital to millions of downstream users. The Great Himalayan National Park Conservation Area protects the monsoon-affected forests and alpine meadows of the Himalayan front ranges. It is part of the Himalaya Biodiversity Hotspot and includes 25 forest types along with a rich assemblage of fauna species, several of which are threatened. This gives the site outstanding significance for biodiversity conservation. Great Himalayan National Park is spread across four valleys, each of which offers wide variety of endemic and exotic flora and fauna. Himalaya is known to be a home to 10% of world's and 50% of India's endemic plant species. Travelers can embark on various treks in the region that are suitable for amateurs as well as experts.